What to expect from an Andarine S4 cycle: strength without mass. Surprisingly, there seem to be very few athletes and fitness buffs these days who use PEDs purely for a strength boost. Nevertheless, if you are one of them, then S4 is one of the best options that you have. This compound will make you strong and fast. Unlike Cardarine, which allows you to go on longer without losing your wind, S4 will boost the intensity with which you hit the track or lift the weights. At the same time, it does very little in terms of adding lean muscle. It will make you crazy vascular. One of the first and most beneficial effects of S4 is the vascularity. There are users who went from having not one visible vein on their body to having veins popping out everywhere, literally. It makes your body look like it's covered with paper-thin dick skin with a really pronounced web of blue. The vascularity kicks in around week 2 or 3 of the cycle and lasts for up to 6 weeks post-cycle. It is a muscle hardener. The first time we used S4, we were convinced that the product was bunk and that it was laced with an anabolic oral steroid, as it had very Anavar-like effects. But there was no way someone was selling Anavar for those rates, so maybe it was Winstrol or Masteron. After testing the batch, we found that it was 95% pure Andarine. The results were just insane. It made our muscles look rock hard, and we were 6 months off of our last blast. So we were looking all puffed up and bloated before using S4. It increases the rate at which you burn fat. In an animal model clinical study, it was noted that Andarine helped sprag dolly rats burn more fat while increasing bone density and strength. Anecdotally, most users have been able to confirm this along with the increased body strength and vascularity. Some users have gone to the extent of comparing it with Clen, but we never had a clenbuterol effect when we were on S4. But if you club it with a calorie deficit, you should be able to drop those last few stubborn pounds of body fat pretty easily. It will affect your vision also. It starts with a yellowish tint to the vision. Some say it's greenish, but we'd call it a very sepia-like yellow. This lasts all day on most days. Sometimes, though, it just lasts a few hours a day. This is followed by a lack of peripheral night vision. Think of it like looking through binoculars while you're outside in the dark. This can potentially hamper your ability to drive safely, something that must be considered if you're planning to use S4. Also, the sides were completely gone after 3 weeks of our last dose of S4.